Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to replace, or not really showing how, I guess I'm going to be replacing the battery on this Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. The thing with this is the battery was inflating and pushed the bottom cover off. So basically the scary hard part was already done for me. The only thing is now we gotta peel up all this old adhesive and we're gonna have to replace it with some new adhesive. Okay, so let me see. How difficult is it going to be to get this old adhesive off? Wow, that's actually pretty difficult. I didn't think it would be this tough to peel it out. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna peel this. As you can see, there's adhesive in like multiple areas. It goes all the way around the frame here. And then there's these little things here. There's these weird shapes of adhesive here. Okay, technically it doesn't need all that adhesive, but we'll see. Okay, they kind of designed this in a way so when you peel it up, you're probably going to end up tearing the adhesive. Let's see if we can do that so we don't. Okay, but yeah, as you can see, the adhesive kind of tore itself out, so I don't really have to. I'm just going to peel up the piece here. I hope it's going to stick to the other side because it does look like oh, this adhesive is coming out. Wow, okay, it's leaving behind adhesive, but kind of want to get all of that residue off if we can. I don't know if we'll be able to get all this old stuff off. It's kind of stuck there a bit. Okay, it looks like I can roll it off with my thumb. Okay. We're probably not going to put adhesive all over the inside parts, but we'll see if we need to. I'm wondering what these white patches are. Okay, this is an adhesive. So this whole piece here is adhesive. Yeah, so they put adhesive all over here. So I guess we'll have to kind of clean all of this up and I'll see if I can reapply adhesive all over there. Okay, but this is not really very easy to remove. Okay, gotta get some of it peeled up. Once you get started, it looks like we can peel this out. Again, I didn't show the beginning of this because, or how to initially separate this because it was already separated. So if you're wondering why I didn't, that's why. And usually I don't work on these devices because I hate this kind of adhesive stuff that's all over the place. So if you're wondering why a lot of my phones I don't work on these, that's why. Okay. Sorry if I'm going out of view. Maybe I should just zoom out here so you can see everything. Okay, I'm gonna continue getting this adhesive out first. Where'd this come from? What in the world? Yeah, removing this stuff is kind of a pain. Come on, get out of the way. Okay. I'm a little worried. I have to be careful not to crack this glass back. Okay, let's go. Get all of that out. Yeah, this piece is glass, so you want to be careful not to crack it. Jeez, let go of my thumb. Okay. And I'll try and roll this adhesive off. Yeah, so much of this gunky adhesive stuff. Okay, kind of want to try and get as much of it off as you can because otherwise the thing won't sit flat. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to get it off the other side because the other components are kind of like stuck on stuff, so, but basically I'm just rolling the adhesive with my thumb can probably use like isopropyl alcohol or something to help get this off a bit easier. But yeah. Okay. This piece here is kind of like a thermal pad. It's supposed to help transfer heat. If you're wondering what that gray stuff is, I believe it's made of graphite. Okay. Jeez, this adhesive is stuck stronger than I thought. Okay. And as for removing screws, as I always mention, it's always a good idea to keep all the screws in order so that you can put them back exactly where you got them. Okay, because the screws can be different size, shape, and lengths, and mixing them up can be an issue. Alright, we have one more thing of adhesive here. Looks like rolling it with my thumb works really well, actually. And then we can peel this off. There we go. I don't think they have a tool that's designed for doing this, but okay. I haven't seen how other people like remove the covers and put them back. Like, I don't know how they replace the adhesive or get rid of the old adhesive. I don't know if they just replace the whole back piece or what. But alright, there we go. Pretty much got all of it. There's some slight residue and stuff all around here, but whatever. Okay. We'll set that aside. Again, I don't know how would you get all this residue off? With my thumb, rolling it, does that work? Kind of. Okay, that kind of works, but yeah, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to go all the way around and kind of just keep rubbing all this adhesive off. Okay, this is gonna take longer than I thought. Alright, so I'm just gonna keep rolling this adhesive down. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be replacing the adhesive on the inside parts. I think the edges should be good enough. It's not gonna be waterproof, and I don't think the battery came with a new kind of seal for this kind of thing. So yeah, keep that in mind if you do replace the battery and things like that, that your phone isn't going to be waterproof anymore. Anytime you open this seal, I wouldn't trust the water resistance. Okay. Anytime the factory seal is broken, even if you have it done by Samsung themselves, I wouldn't trust the water seal. Okay. Alright, and Samsung, if you get your stuff replaced directly by them, and you get liquid damage in it, liquid damage isn't covered under any kind of warranty thing, even if you just barely wet it. So keep that in mind. They're just gonna say, well, we don't cover liquid damage, and you'll have to basically buy a new phone. Okay. Alright, jeez, that's a lot of adhesive residue I gotta peel off. This hurts my thumb. Yeah, and I wonder if there's a special tool for doing this. Alright, it looks like up this edge there's not really much adhesive residue. There's a tiny bit, but not much. Okay, so I don't know what happened there, why there's no residue, but okay, good there. Okay, they put some here, like all on here. But again, if I put a lot of pressure to try and like kind of get that adhesive residue off, I feel like I'm gonna cause more harm than good. Let me see, I'll try cleaning some of it off and see how it goes. Alright, there we go. Let's try and, ouch. I don't know why, but this surface is harder to get the adhesive residue off. Oh, there we go. Not too bad. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I can put some new adhesive there. Okay. Then they have this little small area here. Okay. This one. Roll that up. Wow. Okay, I have to roll sideways, otherwise it separates my finger from my nail, and that, yeah, that's gonna be bad. Okay. All right. Alright, there we go. Okay, we got 2 more bits. This piece is kind of trapped by that a little bit. Let me see if I can get underneath. Yep, okay. Not too bad. Can clean that off. Okay, and the last bit down here. Alright, there we go. We got all the old stuff out for the most part. Again, I can't really perfectly remove all the stuff from here, so probably have to live with that, because rolling this isn't really working. It's kind of staying there. I guess using my fingernail kind of works, kind of. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let's try and get this stuff out a bit better, because it is a little rough. Yeah, probably like rubbing alcohol will help. Let me try that real quick. Kind of, I guess. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna do that all the way around, and hopefully we can get most of this out. Yeah, okay, it's all coming out for the most part. Okay, sorry, I know this is a long process, but we want to get all this stuff out to make sure that the cover will stick back on properly when we put it back. Okay, looks good. There we go. Oops, I missed some here. Missed the spot down here. Okay, I think that's good enough. I believe we're going to have to use a PH0 or JS0 screwdriver to remove all the screws from the inside here. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. You want to keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that is I put them flat side down like that on my desk in the pattern. I remove them. Okay, so keep track of where you got them from. If anything, I mean, I guess you can rewatch my video, but let me get this closer for you guys. Two, three, four, five, come on, there we go, 5, 6, let go, screw, there we go, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, we're gonna work our way down now. Let's actually peel this up a little. I think this is just held in with some adhesive for the most part. Is it actually stuck to this piece? Oh, actually, okay, this all comes up, so I'm actually peeling this whole thing up right now and kind of wiggle it, and there we go. So here's the wireless charging thing, and it actually just connects with these contact points. So yeah, technically you can remove it, but it does come out by pulling that down that way. All right, so there we go, we got that piece out. Next thing we're gonna have to do, we're gonna remove the bottom one. Do we need to remove the bottom one? I don't think so. Let's just do it anyways. I don't think we need to remove this, but I'm gonna do it anyways just to see what's underneath, because again, this is the first time I've worked on this kind of thing. Well, not exactly. I've worked on the older models where the back cover was just like held in with clips. The only thing with these batteries is they're held in really strong, and you have to use like rubbing alcohol to get them out, okay? And it also takes time, like you have to let the rubbing alcohol dissolve the battery, not the battery, the adhesive. Okay, and last one, 4. Okay, so we got that out. All right, let's see, does this one pop out just as easily? Just lift it up, kind of wiggle it. There are some clips that kind of hold it in place, so it doesn't just pop out super easily. But there we go. Okay, and here you can see you got this here. This looks like a speaker. Okay, yeah, that's the speaker. We'll set that aside. Inside here, you can see the headphone jack here, audio jack. Charge port, it looks to be soldered. They have some screws here. You got the vibration motor or haptic feedback motor. You got this connector, I believe is for the screen, and whatever's under there. Okay, anyways, we're gonna pop this out because the main thing we wanted to do was just remove the battery. So it pops up just like that. Hopefully you saw it just clicks into place. Let me zoom out here. We're gonna get the replacement battery. This is a 4,000 milliamp hour, 15.79 watt hours. I don't know why this says typical capacity 4,100 milliamp hours, so I don't know why it has different capacities on it. Okay, and actually the replacement battery does come with the adhesive, so good thing we cleaned all of that out. Good, we got the adhesive. All right, let's go ahead and grab the battery. The battery I ordered actually came with a bunch of tools that I'm not using. Okay, and I guess this is the battery adhesive. All right, normally what you would do is you would use heat and slowly pry up the bottom cover, but again, the battery kind of pried itself out. So it looks like, yeah, it'd actually be okay doing this if somebody brought these kinds of phones to me. So they say to put a little alcohol in the gap between the battery and the frame, let it set so that the glue is more easy to separate, and Yeah, sorry, I'm reading over this little pamphlet thingy. And here you can see all of this. They show you the adhesive and everything like that. And things like that. Okay, we're going to set that aside. Let's grab the battery. Okay, battery sealed in this plasticky stuff. And, oh, they actually wrapped it in a more like Samsung looking thing than what they showed. But you can see the battery doesn't look the same. It's actually, this battery's pretty heavy. Okay, so that's what the battery looks like. I don't know if this basically was the Samsung battery and they just wrapped it with their own kind of logo. 4100 milliamp hour, 3.85 volt, 15.79. So basically the same exact stuff. Okay, and yeah, now we're going to have to pop the battery out. Basically, we're going to get underneath the battery and kind of just pry it up. Again, it will help to kind of get some rubbing alcohol in there. So I am going to probably do that. We'll see. I'm going to try and pry it a little bit just to see. And when you pry the batteries out, you actually want to go very slow because the adhesive will like slowly release, okay? Just like the case, how the inflating battery slowly peeled it up, the battery's the same way. If you slowly just peel it, it separates, the adhesive will separate, okay? So I don't know if you can see that it's actually separating on its own. So here you can see inside, I'm just slowly pulling it up and it's slowly separating, okay? So there's actually no need for alcohol or anything if you have a good thin pry tool like this. And it's separated all the way up. I didn't even have to like go up. So this is like this kind of stretchy adhesive stuff. So I don't know why people are saying it's like super difficult to remove. It looks like this battery is not very difficult to remove at all, okay? So I'm just gonna keep slowly pulling on it. And I'm trying to apply even pressure. And we got one side up, and we're gonna just keep doing that and slowly peeling it up. And there we go. This kind of adhesive, it's somewhat of a stretch adhesive. As you see, when I kind of stretch it, it releases itself. So this kind of adhesive actually isn't difficult to remove at all. I don't know what they're talking about, other than it kind of being so thin that it's shredding itself to pieces. It looks like this adhesive is nowhere near as bad as what people said, and there's absolutely no reason you would need to use alcohol in my opinion on this. Okay, I'm just gonna roll my thumb across it and you can see it easily rolls out of the way. Yeah, nothing difficult at all about that. I'm gonna press and hold the power button. I probably should have done that right after I disconnected the cable to drain any residual power, but yeah, we're doing that now. Okay, all right, so we'll just hold the power button. Usually you do this about 15 seconds. Okay, I don't know if there's a specific way I need to put this adhesive, but it looks like it would fit best this way because there's a thicker layer of nothing down there and this part is much thicker. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to separate this first. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we got to get this into here. Okay, I'm going to tilt it so it's easier for me to do this. Just line it up. Actually, I probably should have checked how it fits first because I don't want this to stick onto the black plastic piece. Okay, so oh, it looks like that's how it's gonna have to sit. All right, so we'll sit it like that all the way around. Okay, so I guess it's not like cut out enough to go completely around the black piece. It looks like it will overlap. All right, and then just to test, I'm gonna put this like that and make sure this cable looks like I'm gonna have to bend it a little, and then we should be able to just click it into place there. Okay, so we should be okay because the battery is so like, or the cable can be maneuvered so well then we should be fine even if it's not sitting completely perfectly. Okay, we'll peel this off. Kind of want to roll it back while kind of applying downward pressure to reduce the amount of bubbles that appear here. You can see there's some bubbles there. But if you just pull it straight back, you're going to end up with a lot more bubbles. All right, and I'm going to put it all the way over to the side here and make sure everything aligns. And then just drop it in, okay? Uh-oh, it's not fitting right. Okay, it looks like we can't do it that way, so we are going to have to drop the bottom part in first and then do it this way. There we go. Okay, and then make sure the battery's in. Perfect. Okay, now we just line up the connector here and get that into place. Okay, the connector can be a little tricky. Make sure it's completely aligned before pushing it down. It might help to kind of look from the side here to make sure it's aligned. It's hard to kind of, the thing is it's like twisting weird because there's like a weird bend in the cable. So I don't know who bent this earlier, but I'm gonna have to try and adjust that. Okay. Get this aligned. Come on, go in. It's a little, this is pretty difficult to align because of the way it was kind of, the cable's kind of bent. Okay, let me see if I can bend the cable a little bit better here. And then, hopefully now, there we go. Click that into place. Perfect. Did I accidentally touch the lens there? I'm gonna have to clean that. Okay, if you accidentally touch the lens, make sure to clean it off with some lens cleaner. You can probably use also a little isopropyl rubbing alcohol. You don't want to leave like some fingerprints on there. Okay. Make sure to dry it up. Oh, maybe it's just cloudy like that because nothing changed. Okay. Well, and don't apply too much pressure if you're cleaning the lens. Yeah, the lens, okay, the lens just looks like that because of the glass. All right, anyways, we're gonna get this. We're gonna have to put this back in, but let's go ahead and put all these little pieces back. Again, we didn't have to remove the bottom one. Oops. Am I getting, there's adhesive stuff on my table and it's making it get stuck when I move the phone. Get off my table. Okay. Okay, there we go. So let's go ahead and get this bottom piece in first. Let's zoom in. Okay, just get it lined up. We do have to kind of put the bottom piece in first. You got to tuck it in because there are little clips down there. Okay, or little, I don't know what you would call those, but they stick out. Okay. All right, let's go ahead now and get these in. If you noticed, I always twist the screwdriver back a little bit when I put them in. Okay. Just like that. Go. Yeah, that actually wasn't too difficult to replace. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing these in the future. Not too bad. peeling up the cover, basically like the battery, you just have to go very slow. And if you apply heat, it does make it a bit easier as well. But yeah, it definitely wasn't too bad. Okay, so we got that piece in. We're gonna get this one now. Let's see, this one, do we do the same thing? Similar? Yeah. Okay, so the top one, similar. You kind of have to tilt it in and get the top edge in first. Okay, and then you kind of work your way down and click all of that into place. Okay, make sure that goes in right. It's hard to do it at that weird angle. Okay, make sure to get this in. And then, why is this side not going in? There we go. All right, and looks like we are good. We're gonna stick this back down. Hopefully you guys were able to see what I was doing. All right, then we'll get the other screws all back in. And once we're done with that, we just gotta get all the adhesive in. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. If you are like doing this and prying up the bottom or the back cover, make sure again that you go very slow. You don't want to rush it because the adhesive, like, it doesn't hold if you're putting constant like pressure on it, but if you like suddenly yank it, it's gonna basically just destroy whatever you're trying to pull out. So be careful. Again, you want to take it slow. The adhesive will slowly stretch and separate as long as you're not trying to yank it too quick. Basically like a non-Newtonian fluid, but it's not a fluid, so. Okay. Go, we'll get all of these back in, almost done. Then we just gotta get the adhesive. I wonder if I should stick it to here first or to the back cover. Let me see if the instructions give a recommendation. I think you stick it to the back of the phone. Pretty sure. Let's see. Actually, wait, what? Tear off the old adhesive, paste the new adhesive on the back cover. Okay, so it says to put it on the back cover, so yeah, you stick it to the back cover, not onto the phone itself. Interesting. Okay, so the way they do this, thing is, I don't remember how it was. Was it like this? I think it was like this. No, nothing was stuck to the... Wait, so when I peel this off, okay, it's gonna go like this. Yeah. So if I stick this on, isn't that part of there? So if I stick this on, it's gonna end up like that. I do remember that there, right? This isn't gonna go... Yeah, that's definitely not right. So pretty sure it went like this. Let me actually watch the video real quick and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I don't know what I was thinking. I was putting it upside down because I forgot we're sticking it to the back cover, not to the phone itself. So I was having it upside down like this. So basically I line up this and then it's gonna stick to here. So what I'm going to do is this has to go onto the phone this way. Okay. This is pretty difficult to line up, but we'll see. Okay, so peel off this. How am I going to do this without messing up? Okay. Gotta line up all the edges here. Alright, just like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This and uh-oh, no, it's already stuck. That means we're set. That's all we got. Can I peel this back up? Oh, there we go. Okay, so there we go. We got all the edges lined up. Now we're gonna have to kind of tuck it all in like this, going around the curves, because the curves are the part that are going to be important. Okay, around the curves, just like this. Make sure to push down all of the adhesive here. Okay, all of it, all the way around, all of this, all of that. Again, the curves here are very important. Make sure you get in those grooves and kind of push on it. There we go. Make sure that there's no dust trapped in here. There's something stuck in there, but there we go. Make sure to get all that gunk out. I don't know what's stuck in there or how that even got stuck in there, but there's something in there. Make sure to get that out. Okay, that's important because you don't want dust stuck permanently inside your camera lenses. There we go. All right, now that we got that, we're gonna peel the green part off. What? Are there multiple layers? Okay, I guess apparently there's multiple layers because only some of it came out. All right, let's try and peel this side. There we go. All right, I guess let's peel. Oh, that didn't work. And there we go. Okay, so we got all of that separated. We're gonna now very, 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 very carefully get this all lined up. Make sure there's no dust trapped in here because you don't want it shaking around and then getting back into the phone. All right, this is the tough part, is making sure no dust gets in. And now I have to make sure the dust is outside, not inside, because there is some dust in there. Okay, looks good. And now we gotta just perfectly line this thing up, no pressure, just a lot of it. Slowly, I'm going to do one corner here first and work my way over to the edge, and that looks good. Is it going to go to the other edge? Perfect. There we go. Okay, make sure all the edges are good, and then you can go ahead and push down all around, push it all together. And then we just got to turn it on. So make sure everything is nice and snug. Okay, nice and snug. All the back is nice and snug. All right, let's see if it turns on or if I'm going to have to plug it in. I think I pushed the wrong button when I was doing the power reset, but it looks good. All right, so that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Let's drop this.